It's good to see you again. Pull up a chair by the hearth.
This next fight will not be easy. I hear the boss is all powerful and very handsome.
What's up, everybody? It's Nick from InputDelay.com, and the day has finally come. The final Hearthstone heroic video, Kel'Thuzad. Or KT, because that name is just ridiculous. This video will cover, of course, some boss tactics, deck highlights, and tips and tricks. And then after all that, in our game-winning match, we show that lich who's the real boss. Us. As said before, Kel'Thuzad is the final boss in Naxxramas. KT has 2 hero powers, and he'll switch once you remove his armor, but more on that later. Frostblast is the first hero power, and it has a 0 mana cost, deals 3 damage to your hero, and freezes it. Once you take down his armor, he will switch to Chains. Dem Chains. They cost 8 mana and take control of a random minion. Once his armor is removed, KT will summon 2 Guardians of Icecrown. And the last thing to watch out for is Twisting Nether! Coupled with Chains, turn 8 can be very scary. For this epic finale, I had to go with my favorite class, Priest. We used Vernatrax's Heroic Kel'Thuzad Budget Priest by, of course, Vernatrax. Check out the link in the description below. This deck will only run you about 720 dust. During the Mulligan phase, look for Lightwell, Northshire Cleric, and Deathlord, and always discard Mind Blast and any other 3 mana minions that are not Deathlord. Like many Priest decks, the goal is to buff a card with Power Word Shield, Divine Spirit, and Inner Fire. Deathlord is the best target for these buffs, as he already has 8 health to start with. But Mugashan Warrior, he works too. Come turn 11, or once you remove KT's shield, he will interrupt your turn, switch his hero powers, Frostblast to Chains, and summon his 2 Guardians of Icecrown. This is when you'd want to use your Master Spell to get rid of those taunts. Of course, KT's the final boss, so he's another tough fight, and he has major killing potential on turn 8. But once you get the hang of it, you'll make short work of him. But please, RNG, just let us win, just this one time.
Anduin versus Kel'Thuzad.
All right, Nick. It all comes down to this. Do you think you'll lose? I'm sorry.
Goodness, I hope I don't lose.
That's the faith I have in you after watching all these videos.
I mean, I'm living on the edge with Priest again.
Hey, I mean, you got a good starting hand, and that's all you can really ask for. You know, something good at the beginning to start you off. Start off quick.
Oh, that hurt.
It's getting cold. It's getting a little frosty in here.
Seeing as how you've never seen this fight, I don't even want to talk about it because of what happened.
It's kind of embarrassing because we've been doing this project and getting all this stuff together. I still have not seen Kel'Thuzad. I still have not seen it. I know that there's an interesting change of events, so I know that it happens, but I've never actually seen footage because I haven't gotten there myself.
You've seen it here first.
Did you forget to attack with that gnome there?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm trying to go for the Rochambeau.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hey, give me that.
Break out the cleric. Do some healing. Draw some cards. Man, Priest was really the champion of this DLC.
Hands down.
It really was. But I wonder, I mean, it seems like Priest... I don't want to speak in generalities. I would say that Priest is not quite not quite as powerful as some of the other decks right now. Some people obviously can make it work, but it's interesting that because of the way that Priest is built, it's not great against PvP, but in a PvE style like this with the solo adventures, it's like the thing to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, constructed solo versus constructed PvP I feel like people will know if they see a druid or a mage or, you know, a priest. They know what's going to happen, and if they are good players, most of the time you can counter the other person. I feel like Hunter and Frost Mage is a hard counter for a lot of classes, but then you also don't see like
You think it's still like that with Frost Mage?
well, you also don't see Shaman.
Oh shit!
So he
Taking
forces
it over.
He forces his turn, adds these minions, and his hero power is now different.
Those are Nubricons.
They're little mini Nubricons.
That's
yes.
cool. It's awesome artwork. Those are just badass looking things.
Indeed. So this is where it gets interesting.
The light well open.
Bam! No more taunts.
No more at all. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna play the cleric?
Is someone
Yeah.
injured?
I think I was nervous to play because she could die without even getting card draw off of her.
Right.
Yeah, Shaman has a lot of trouble in ladder.
I can see that. Shaman is pretty powerful, but I guess you kind of can get your hands tied if you don't understand it very well because of all the overloads. But I feel like there's a lot that you can do with Shaman.
Does not scare
Oh, I'm sure.
It's just, I don't know. The meta is constantly changing, and you don't even have to add cards to change up what the community says is good. You can just, you know, have one person that makes the right deck from the right class and wins with it, and all of a sudden, that's the new thing. You know, it just seems like if Amaz starts playing some great deck and, you know, people aren't used to seeing that specific thing, and he wins with it, then that is going to be the new popular deck.
Sure.
You know, you play against what you know or what you think is coming, and if something is totally surprising, you know, that might be enough to win and really catch somebody off guard. You are just ramping it up with that Death Lord over there.
This is, I mean, this is what Priest is good at, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that the combo of Inner Fire and Divine Favor or Fever or Favor or whatever. And this is another interesting thing. Does not take my 2012.
Yeah.
It takes my 3/3.
Why?
I don't know. Easily could have killed me because he would have done over.
Yeah.
He would have been lethal.
That's crazy. So once again, we show you that you don't have to play good to win. Yeah, the computer will beat itself.
Again, because people are out there watching. I need a showboat.
Is that what this is?
Right away.
Just gonna leave it in 1 damage.
Well, I was frozen, so I couldn't attack
Just-
with.
Just wait.
Yep, just wait. And again, does not take
Wow.
2013.
Wow. I guess, I mean, that has to be like a weird coding thing where the computer thinks I can't take the Death Lord because then he'll kill it and then he'll get a minion out on the field. I guess that has to be the thought process. But that's ridiculous. That's a 2020 taunt.
It's now 2022.
Like, why do you not take that? That's incredible.
now I'm just showing off.
Yeah, really. And just kill him. Just get it over with. Alright. But there it is. That's going to wrap up the Nax Heroic series. Nick, it's been a whole lot of fun.
Tons of fun.
It has. And I hope everyone out there enjoyed it. Go out there, play some Hearthstone, and good luck.
Have fun.
Always have fun.